Here I am. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah. So here I am. I'm gonna be talking about immortality. Immortality and what? I'm gonna give you a bunch of tips how to live forever. Practically, first of all, my parents are dead, and according to my tradition, when I die, I'm supposed to meet them, but I'm not planning. I'm not planning to meet them. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of tips and tricks, practically how to live forever or to attempt. In our community of biohackers, there are some people that they say they're gonna live 180 years, and I'm actually planning minimum 200 years, and I'm actually making some steps. First of all, it's a personal revelation, just to tell you that I wasn't always aware. I thought that I never had this concept in my mind that I'm gonna die when I was young. You know, when we are young, we think we're gonna live with the eagles. But the reality is not like this. Everybody will die at one day, but now the transhumanist movement and also the other like immortality movement, and everybody is going to live forever. And I'm one of these guys. So I'm gonna give you a couple of practical tips here with the dead. You know, there's a lot of dead people, a lot of spirit here. This is a special place. There is a lot of spiritual energy going here. So now I'm going to give you this couple of tips. If you like very, very basic tips. Now, in the biohacking community, we have this thing, biohack your body, biohack your mind, biohack the shit out of yourself. And that is a good thing. That's what we do as biohackers. That's what we do. But some of the methodology of the biohacking is not yet proven. Anyway, so I'm testing old technology, 10,000 years old technology, and I'm going to tell you some basic fundamentals about this. Where this came from? This came from Asian people. I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to tell you the basics. First, if you want to live longer, it doesn't matter, like 5 more years, 10 more years. First of all, don't smoke cigarettes as myself. I smoke cigarettes. Each cigarette, if you are a smoker of cigarettes, one cigarette cut 1 day of your life. So if you smoke 365 cigarettes, you can make the math. It's not healthy, right? The risk is too big. 2, about the food. It's very simple. If you eat live food, you will live longer. That's the basic rule. I personally am trying to avoid everything that comes out of a box and out of a can. Once it's alive, once it's dead, it's reduced the life. Because when you eat dead food, you actually have to make the dead coming out of the grave. You know, that's not very clever to eat. So what are you gonna eat? There you go, a daily dose of this. It has to be live. You can eat it just like an apple. You know, some people say, how you eat that? Yeah, I eat it every day. Actually, I'm going to do a biohacking test, which is going to be 10 days on broccoli only, and to see what will be the result. We're going to do that. So now I'm going to give you another tip. Eat, first about food, eat live food. Avoid anything that is dead. If you eat food, there's one criteria to look around the food. You should eat simple organisms. The simpler the organism, the longer you will live. If you eat fish, if you eat crabs, if you eat ancient organisms, you will live for longer. Who are the ancient organisms? These are the plants. You see, the plants, everything plant-based is okay. You will live longer because your genetic mechanism takes a lot of time to break the genetic codes of all the food that you eat. Like, for example, if you eat intelligent animals such as pigs and cows, not so good. There is a big part of your energy is going to break down the genetic information that these animals carry with themselves. Also, if these animals was tortured, or they was not, you know, if they was poisoned with all kinds of chemicals that we live in, you know how we live now, a human society that everything is for profit, you have to understand. Don't believe these labels, organic, grass-fed, and all this bullshit. Do not believe them if you don't see them with your own eyes. Now, what I mean by that, if you live in the village And if you have a cow, and if you see the cow that is going to the green pasture, yes, that's okay, that's a totally organic. But don't believe anything, because there is a big element here in our world. Everything is for money, and a lot of people that are in business of agriculture, they break the rules. They break the rules of the nature. Pesticides, Monsanto, all these things, you know, you can go in YouTube. But I'm going to talk about the simple things. The food. Eat live food, preferably plants. Avoid complex, high evolutionary mammals, such as pigs, especially pigs, cows, intelligent animals. Eat simple organism animal, and that's it. Now, the other suggestion that I'm going to give you, it's 3 about your sleep. When you sleep, you're half dead. Okay, that's the reality. You're unconscious. So there are a lot of processes that happen to you while you sleep. If you live in the northern hemisphere, rotate your bed south. Anywhere, maybe east is good. If you can rotate your bed south, is the best. If you go east, that is the second option. Do not rotate your bed north. This has to do with the magnetic poles of the planet. And while you sleep, it is important your brain and your mind to work with the planet. You don't want to put extra force. You don't want to put extra blood in your head, and the blood is actually a little bit more moving towards the north because of the magnetic field. In the blood there is something called iron. Have you heard of that? It's a metal, yeah. So there you go. Live food. Face your bed towards north. Eat simple organisms, and daily exercise. Exercise daily for longevity. And now I'm gonna show you something. I'm not talking nonsense here. Now we are surrounded by the spirits. I'm gonna put my camera on the tripod, and what you can exercise is a very simple things. It's called a certain type of yoga. I'm going to show you this certain type of yoga. It's called cryo yoga, that has to do with your energy and with your breathing. So there you have it. And that's, you can start from this simple exercise. It's called the headstand. The headstand is simply you stand on your hand, on your head, for as long as you can. For as long as you can. Maybe I can stand like this for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I can stand like this for 10 minutes. What is going on within this 10 minutes? My blood goes down and goes in my brain. But consciously, I'm doing it consciously. And while I'm doing that, I'm doing breathing exercises. Breathing exercises, simply I'm trying to consciously follow my breath and to force my breath to go in the lower part of my lungs, which are now facing up. And that's it pretty much. I'm not gonna bore you, but I hope you see what I'm doing, right? When you get better, in the beginning it will be difficult, but you can start doing this in your house on a wall, because you will not be able in the beginning to do it just what I'm doing now. If you are advanced, you will do it. If you are not, you will not do it. If you are not advanced, you can just use the wall to get this balance. Now, this is not only physical exercise. The physical aspect is the smallest here. This is a cryo yoga exercise that you trying to balance your mind, body, soul, everything together and to stay still. Now, I'm gonna demonstrate something else. Once you get better like this,
you can do all crazy stuff, such like this. And you can keep the balance. You can try to keep the balance. Do the crazy stuff. Boom, 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 boom. You can spin on your head. I will show you in another video how to spin on your head. But the reality is very simple. You have to do that in a daily basis, in small increments. As one of my friends say, 1% better every day. 1% better every day. And now you can go through your mind. Try to follow the breath. Try to consciously focus on your breathing. And I will show you now. I will demonstrate a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards now.
I hope you hear that. I hope you hear my breathing. So now, if you do that, you will most likely extend your life. So here, I'm gonna bring it back here. A few tips how to extend your life as possibly as you can with the simple things, not going to the doctor, not looking for advices in internet, simple things. Live food on a daily basis. Try to avoid everything that is processed food, in canned food, in a box food. Try to avoid. Eat live food, preferably green. Meat is not bad. Meat is not bad. Don't try to go like vegan or crazy or this or that. Vegan is good, vegetarian is good, but everything that is going to extreme is not good. So live food. Sleeping, rotate your bed. Especially if you are in the northern hemisphere, rotate your bed facing south. Your head should be facing south. You will extend your life 100% sure. 3, a little bit of meditation on a daily basis. Physical activity, very important. It doesn't take too long. It doesn't take to go to the gym to pump your muscles for hundreds of hours and like, no. But a little bit better every day. 1% increasement, as Greg said, it's important. Food, sleep, exercise. You follow these simple rules, you will definitely extend your life. If you like this channel, if you like what I'm talking about here, please subscribe. And that's it, pretty much. Say hello to the dead, all these spirits that left us, and wait for the transhumanism to come faster. Elon Musk to create the Neuralink. Ray Kurzweil is working very hard to put us in a virtual reality, artificial intelligence, to get us to the state where humans are merging with artificial intelligence. That would be a totally new life. And I hope you can wait maybe 40-50 years, depending on your age. If you sustain here on this planet Earth for 40-50 years, life will be completely different. And I wish you to... Wait a minute. I wish you to live longer. Subscribe to this channel and follow these advices and you will live forever.